evil out the people, they'll be acting right. Cause both black and white and smoke a crack tonight. And the only time we chill is when we kill each other.
And I'm still here. All I see is racist faces. Good morning, people. It's called the Breakfast of Champions. Pedialyte and a bone.
You know he done took that Pedialyte from that girl's kids.
For all them motherfucking haters out there, it's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. You know, my mom don't listen to rap music, but she loves that song.
I like to put on some tube socks, get wild as a buck.
What's that tell you? Rap, that's the way it is. You take a video that somebody is sitting there telling you, then you take a video when somebody's telling you something out of anger, but you don't have them face to face, and you think you're making something out of it. That's ridiculousness. Ridiculous. I've never seen so much bullshit in my life. I don't play ping pong, bitch. I used to. This ain't Forrest Gump.
Although he has been mistaken for Forrest Gump in the past.
She's the only one. I got so hot. I see you turn that off.
I'm freezing dead.
But you had the air conditioner on at first. Did you not know that? You know on the heater, on the thermostat, there's a switch that says heat. Cool. You know that, right? And fan. You always hit fan because it's not good for that when you ain't got an HVAC hooked to it. You got one, but
I don't even know what that is.
That's a...
That's okay. Derkie don't know what HVAC stands for either.
That's why my brother certified him. Remember, he was telling you everything about it last night. He was like, holy shit, you could take apart it. Yeah. He can do that. I can take apart the computers.
Yeah, Billy can take apart a something, and Derkie can take apart a computer. Can't put it back together, though.
You know how people fish for personal information? You know what fishing's called, people? You know what fishing's called?
Show a big bitch a little bit of attention.
Have you ever noticed one thing about fishing? I've been fishing my whole life. One of my best friends is a fisherman, and you know, one of my great friends, Zach, he's a fisherman. That's how he survives. And he'll even tell you this. He'll tell you this. Everybody gets hung up once in a while, don't they? Don't you get hung up? You know when you're pulling your rod back and you're trying to snap it back loose? Well, guess what? I'm the mother you're hung on right now. Does that make any sense to you? You get the metaphor?
Not really, and I don't think Zach is real.
I can take some. See,
take the bait
what it's called is fishing. That's for personal information, including your name, your phone number, your credit card numbers, your social security card numbers, all of that. You know what I mean? That's weak. That's weak. Weak as piss.
We know you don't have a credit card.
You go back and look in the Wild and Wonderful Wife.
Oh, man.
I show a tower I built this big. I can get inside of your computer like that and be telling you what you're doing and who you're emailing. Now that's something, right?
It's something. It's a lie, but it's something.
Not trying to steal somebody's identity. The hackers I used to know from, I'm 34 years old, people. The hackers I used to, y'all remember, make every sound word. You got mail. No, Mom, I just weighed myself. I'm gaining weight, actually. That seems weird, right?
I weigh 7 pounds
That's just
heavier.
where I cut my hair.
I'm 7 pounds heavier than his ass. I'm 157, you're 150 on the dot.
Yeah, and I'm pure muscle. My buddy took a air compressor, right, that you blow your tire up with. Blow it on a person's arm. You'll watch their fat go roll to the side. Mine won't even move. My neighbor Jeff looked at me and he said, buddy, do you even have an ounce of fat? I said, no. I said, the doctor said I had like 1% of fat in my body.
That does make sense because the human body needs about 5% fat for normal organ function.
And to me, I love my metabolism. No, Mom, I actually, go look it up. I have to tell you this all the time. A man that's 5'9" is that perfect. They're overweight at 170 pounds. That's overweight, Mama. I ain't gonna be out here like I was. Hell no.
I'm watching that girl suck the life right out of my baby squirrel.
Like he was.
Yeah, when I was, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Playing ball and all that. I was, That's what I'm talking about, Mom. That's why you see the different look on me right now, my hair. And you know,
Oh my God, it took 3 weeks, Bo, but I finally got him to cut it.
Shut up, bitch. It took me 3 weeks to get you to take a shower.
And you know how I'll grow my sideburns. I took my, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I wanted to get it straight. You know how I like to get my shit done, Mom. You know. And anybody that watches this, no woman will love you more than that woman right there.
And I will always love my baby squirrel and crack.
That is my mother.
He's showing his whole box.
You understand? Nobody. So everybody that's watching this, male or female, look in the mirror and think about all the things you did to your mother.
Like how you pierced her hood.
When she was just trying to help you. It ain't about taking care of me, Mom. You know what I mean? I'm talking about you. You was my mother and my father. There can't nobody compare to that.
Told you I'm not a transformer, Derek.
We might fight. We might hate each other. But by God, you with one of us. You with one. You know? That's when it becomes a family reunion. Like my mom said, if she has to come pick me up here, it ain't going to be nice for nobody.
She does end up coming and picking him up, and he leaves with his tail tucked between his legs.
Because my brother will be in that vehicle.
Billy did come with her, and he didn't open his mouth.
So was she. Locked, loaded, cocked, ready to drop. The castle law. A person that is permitted to carry a weapon that can carry it over the state line out of West Virginia to their surrounding state.
The feds must have forgot about the castle law when they was sentencing Billy to 30 months for carrying that weapon.
And my mom, you know what I mean? I want a lot of people to understand this right here first and foremost. My mom is not related to the content that I put on YouTube. You understand? I'm about to shut that YouTube down because
Okay.
by the time I get done with this video right here,
We can't
guess how
have
many
videos.
views we'll have? You're still pushing the button that makes me money. There's no way in this world you can hurt my feelings. You got to understand. I was raised around Jessica White growing up. I mean, if you read it in a book or if you saw it on a show or you heard it in the alley on the weird radio.
He thinks that because Jessica was dancing to that song that it's about Jessica.
I had some badass uncles growing up. Not only badass uncles, there's times in my life I can't even explain I had so good of times.
He does have lots of cool stories that didn't happen.
The best times of my life was in Printer Holler. The moment they took my mama out of Printer Holler is the moment they ripped her soul out of her body. Dare a motherfucker make fun of Donna Ray. Dare him. You'll have people that's not even related to us attack that. That's the only reason anybody knows Jesco, and Jesco is the only reason anybody knows us. Y'all mad because I can call my mamas? Or I can call my sister Shadora that loves women only. She like me 100% dyke.
She is a dyke like you. She kind of looks like you.
We don't give a fuck. We love licking it. When the shit goes down, she'll be right there by my side. How about that?
I bet she hadn't sent you a dime on commissary. How about that?
Shadora's got a bone that was very sentimental to me. And I guarantee she'll never sell it to nobody unless it comes right back here. And then you get some of my other family members say, he ain't a white. Really? I just come out of a white's pussy.
Bo said her biological father was Leo Cook, so you didn't even come out of a white's pussy.
My sister's in here now. My lovingly sister, Susan. What you doing, sis? Love you. Don't leave home with that one. But my lovely sister's watching right now. That does time for other mother. You understand, people? But we're the only ones that'll spit the truth to you. You ask my mom, you ask my sister right now, that's sitting right here. That's why this feed is about to get a lot bigger. Susan Ray just entered Kirk. K-I-R-K, by God. You know what I mean? 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 My sister is one, it's a rock. She's a rock. Or she's hard as a rock, you know what I mean?
She's dumb as a rock, if that's what you mean.
And that's for real.
My brother did a 10-piece. You understand? My sister's done a fucking 20. We might hate each other's guts today. Me and little man, all of us, we, you mother, I'll kill you, blah, 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 blah. You let one of them come through the door and say, you whites. That mother's going to be in about 42 pieces in about 3 seconds. That's how that goes down. Kirk, you remember the night Jonathan Atkins walked in Momma's house and said, there ain't a white here got the balls to stand up to me. And I beat him until he was senseless. Do you remember that, Susan? Bam! Right out that door he went and on his ass. You should have heard my mama. If you don't get him, you ain't no white here. You know, she didn't even have to say no more.
And then the miracle woman adopted the poor boy.
How many did I put on a go that I didn't like? I said, you are not suitable for my sister. She'd get mad at me all the time.
Of course she got mad at you. You were a cock-blocking 7-year-old.
Why are you running my own men off? Because they're not the right one, Kirk. Susan, they're not the right one. They're not John, are they? They're not John, are they?
To this day, Kurt still can't stand his ass.
Who stood by your side? John Lacey. Who'd I give my $250 pair of shoes to, Susan?
Now we know that's a lie because you made your best friend Noose walk around in jail shoes.
And who'd I give a right hook to? Dennis Belcher laid out trying to get his eye sewed back shut. Dennis, I told him not to come up there in the first place. Me and Dennis was kind of friends. We all was. My sister was dating him, of course. Sure. And I had something Dennis wanted, and he wanted to come anyway. Got up there, got lippy, ended up getting his ass cut down. But me and John, I take the shoes off my feet and hand to John Lacey. You know what I mean? I got a freaky old lady named Cocaine Katie. You know what I mean? On the cover of the Rolling Stones. All right, Mom, I love you. If you need anything, holler at me.
Well, now that you mention it, you got any of them crack rocks?
To all you haters out there that want to chop our videos and screw them up, right there's my sister to tell you. I am 100% white as she is. But when it comes to one of us, it comes to the whole name, white. You get what I'm saying? No?
Are you saying Kirk's inbred?
The whole name comes together. And that's exactly how our pawpaw raised us to be.
Your pawpaw didn't raise you. You didn't even meet him.
Only the strong survives. That's what my pawpaw was about. It was about banjos. He was about drums. And he tap danced and sang, right? See, that's the one thing, you know, my Uncle Jesco, he's not fast as my pawpaw, and he ain't talented as my pawpaw. My pawpaw could sing, you know what I mean? That's a different thing. He sounded like Ralph Stanley. When you hear Donna Ray White speak, you know who's speaking. When you hear Bertie Mae White speak, you know who's speaking.
Yeah, because you need a translator.
You hear Jesco speak, you know who's speaking. Norma Jean. Sit there and hand me a volume and a volume when you go to work.
What they tell me, those say, rise and shine, rise and shine.
Yeah, rise and shine. Well, it's time to, no, she'd always say, rise and shine. It's time to spread that butter. It's time to get up and spread that butter, boys. That's how my mom was. My mom was, get up. It's time to spread that butter.
That's right, I trained my squirrel how to butter my bread.
She'd take me to school. I'd run. As soon as I got there, I'd take off. She might as well go to the police station, call the police, and say, start looking for him. Every morning. She even went to jail over me. 9 days. Because I didn't go to school. They put her in jail. Oh, she was super pissed. I couldn't do shit. They already had me locked up, too.
That sounds about like Boone County locking up 5th graders.
Oh, man.
Imagine you've been locked up. Your mom, your brother, and your other brother. Your whole immediate family.
Damn, they even locked up a brother he didn't know he had.
Take a walk in my shoes. But I'm out for right now. I was just letting everybody get a little update on Facebook because I know you guys ain't got to hear nothing or nothing. So y'all have a great, wonderful day. Tell it like it is, people, not like it was. That's the way it is.
Come on. That's just the way it is.